So currently, as we speak, there are 22 teams in the history of world football that have won a Champions League final. Real Madrid currently are the most successful team in the Champions League as they've won it 13 times. And in second place is the Italian side, AC Milan, winning it 7 times. Today, what we're going to do is put all the teams that have won the Champions League into the same league and see who would win it straight up. Now, there are a couple things that I need to note before going into today's video. One of those being that I know a lot of these teams were a lot better back in the day and they had stronger players, and now it's going to be tough for them to compete in this league. That's just something we need to note before the video starts. Of course, AC Milan, not as good as they once were today. And the second thing we need to note is that 2 teams are going to be excluded from today's video. The first is Red Star Belgrade, winning the Champions League 1 time, I believe. They're from the Serbian league and they're not in FIFA, so we can't include them. And the second team is Steaua Bucharest. I probably butchered that, but their Romanian side also won the Champions League, and again, they're not in FIFA, so we can't include them today. As you can see on the screen right now, though, here are all of the 20 remaining teams that have indeed won a Champions League final. We have teams as small as Nottingham Forest to teams today, of course, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, and then, you know, other clubs such as Celtic and more. So yeah, boys, what we're gonna do today is see which of these teams is gonna win a league. All of these teams have won the Champions League, but today, who will win this Champions League Super League, I guess we can call it. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to me or on YouTube, and then also follow me Twitter, Instagram, links down below. Also, it's just B4Lancer48. Make sure to follow me over there. Tweet me, DM me. My DMs are always open to any of you guys who want to communicate with me. So yeah, DMs on Twitter, man, hit me up. Now we have to pick a team to control in this Champions League Super League, and I want to do it at random. So I think I'm just going to scroll through, close my eyes, and I'm going to do a countdown here. On 1, I'm going to stop. I cannot see. You know what? I should probably turn around just so you guys know that I can't see. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. What team are we controlling? Oh my God, we ended on Barcelona. Is that fair? Let's do it, man. They're gonna have a good chance at winning the league, and oh, I don't know, maybe we should go with the smaller side, but no, Barcelona is what we ended on. I think we got to respect the rules. Okay, with that, let's get into this Champions League Super League. And one thing I'm gonna note before going into this, we are going to disable the Champions League altogether. Yeah, we're gonna disable the league altogether so that you know, all of these teams aren't competing in multiple competitions, and then players will get tired. We're also, of course, disabling the journey mode players. And with that, let's get into the Super League. So getting into the career mode today, of course, Barcelona, one of the strongest teams in the Super League. I wouldn't be surprised if they go on and win the Super League, but we're gonna get a, you know, a wider look at all of the teams. Here they are, close up. These are just listed in alphabetical order, so of course the season hasn't started yet. I always like to make predictions in these videos, so I'm gonna list the teams I think are gonna be in the top 4 at the end of the season in no particular order here. So I'm gonna say that the top 4 teams are going to be Barcelona, Real Madrid, who else? I'm gonna go with kind of a surprising one in Liverpool, and then the 4th and final team I'm gonna include in my top 4 is going to be, maybe let's do another surprising one and do Inter Milan. Of course, you know, teams like Hamburg and Celtic and Nottingham Forest probably gonna be towards the bottom. Those 3 are the ones I'm picking for my bottom 3 in relegation zone. All right, with that, let's see how this Champions League Super League works out. We're gonna head to January and see what it's looking like halfway through the season. All right, so we made it halfway through the season. Let's see how things are going in the Premier League. Oh no, we're in the FA Cup, which we do not care about. I wish I could have disabled that competition, but you can't actually do that. Here we go. Premier League. Who's going to be on top of the table? Why is Barcelona in 9th place? You've got to be kidding me. This is absurd. Who's going to be the top 3, top 4? Juventus, Inter Milan, Ajax, and Liverpool. So 2 out of the 4 teams that I predicted would be in the top 4 I predicted Inter Milan and Liverpool. Those are my underdog picks too. My other picks were Real Madrid and Barcelona. What is going on? Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo must be tearing it up for Juventus. Who's going to be the bottom 3? It is Celtic, Hamburg, and Feyenoord. Manchester United is doing worse than Nottingham Forest. Boys, I know Manchester United struggling in real life. People criticize me for calling them a big club. I mean, they're FIFA good. You know what I mean by that? They're FIFA good. They have really good players in FIFA. Although they're not playing well in real life, they have good players in FIFA, which is why I consider them a good team in FIFA. Maybe not in real life. People kind of, misjudge me for saying that. But back to what we're seeing right here. Manchester United might get relegated. This is honestly crazy. Some other strange results here. I mean, I don't know. Chelsea's at 10. I guess that's not too strange. Real Madrid, I would definitely expect them to be doing better. They're just not. Ajax third, though. I didn't even mention that. That is a huge one. How are they doing so well? That honestly blows my mind. Wow, man. We are only halfway through the season, and, I predicted this to be a normal episode. The big teams would thrive, but it's just not the way things are going here in the Super League. All right, halfway through the season, the top goal scorers in the Premier League, yep, Cristiano Ronaldo number one. I kind of expected that with Juventus being top of the table. Ziyech right there for Ajax explains why they're doing so well. Salah again. Any other big ones here? Falcao doing well for Milan. Barcelona, Suarez there. Where is Messi? Do not see Messi in this list, so that is also very shocking. Let's head over and check out the top assist getters. We have Coutinho, Ronaldo, Pjanic down there as well. Clean sheets, Manuel Neuer leading the way, tied with a Berkey, and then yellow, red cards. Any red cards so far? Oh, quite a few red cards. Any notable players? Not really any huge players. We do have Alexandro, Reginine Golan. Okay, interesting stuff with the red cards. So with Barcelona struggling heavily, let's see if there have been any injuries. Again, I haven't seen a Messi doing much of anything in the league. Let's go for appearances here. Is Messi even in this career mode? Maybe I messed up. Where is Messi? I'm honestly confused. Messi has 3 appearances. Has he been hurt? He must have got hurt at the beginning of the season. Let's check things out here. Squad. No, he's fit. Why are they not playing Messi? So for some reason, Messi is just not playing for Barcelona. That probably explains why they're doing so poorly. So we had some interesting things happen up until this point. Honestly, this is just shocking how the league is going. But with that, let's head to the end of the year, where we are going to find out who wins this Champions League Super League. Maybe things will change around, but if teams like United get relegated, that would just be shocking. And if Ajax stays so high at the table, let's just simulate and we'll see what happens. So this is it, boys, the end of the season. I see that Barcelona is in the final of probably the FA Cup against PSV, which we're not gonna worry about. We're really only worried about the Premier League. But let's get into this and see who wins our Super League here in, or I guess our Champions League Super League. What is going to happen, boys? Come on. Moment of truth. Premier League. Let's switch over. Barcelona moves up to 6. Ajax falls out of the top 4. Let's move up slowly. Inter Milan. One of my predicted teams does not finish in the top 4. The 4th team is Real Madrid. There's 1 out of 4 predictions correct. 3rd team is Liverpool. That is going to be 2 out of 4. And then the other 2 teams I couldn't have predicted because they were Barcelona and they were Inter Milan, which they finished 5th and 6th. Here we go. 2nd team is Juventus. Who's won then? Who has won? What team am I forgetting? It's Bayern Munich. Finishes 1st in this Super League. Okay, fair enough. Solid team. And you can see they won the league with 8 losses, which is pretty mind-blowing. Let's check out who finished bottom 3. So Man United moves up to 10th. We saw them struggling. I thought they were going to get relegated at one point, but they finished decently high up, We have Milan, Marseille, Benfica, PSV, Porto, Aston Villa, Celtic. Bottom 3 are Nottingham Forest, Feyenoord, and Hamburg. Okay, I think I predicted the bottom 3 would be Hamburg, Celtic, and Nottingham Forest. So I got 2 out of those 3. Interesting results. I would say that halfway through the season, things were obviously a lot more crazy, but we get some, fairly normal results here to finish things off in the Super League. I would say the biggest shock of this would be, I don't know, Ajax finishing 7th is pretty big. Them finishing ahead of Chelsea, Dortmund, United. Yeah, I would definitely projected them to be in the bottom 10. As we end today's episode, let's check out the top goal scorers of this competition. Cristiano Ronaldo winning the Golden Boot, followed by Eden Hazard, Salah, Teixeira right there. We have Ziyech, Payet, Asensio, Suarez, Ian Robin, and Perisic So yeah, a few transfers happening there as Perisic now playing for Bayern Munich. Assist-wise, we have Coutinho, Pjanic, Salah, and Ronaldo 5th right there. Lukaku, we see Brahimi, and then Manuel Neuer, one of the best keepers in the world, finishing 1st for clean sheets right there. With that though, is going to be the end of today's video. Unfortunately, the team that we controlled, which was a Barcelona, didn't do so hot. And again, one of those reasons, let's see how Messi finished, because we saw halfway through the season, Messi just wasn't playing. Did he get any games here in the second half of the season? He ended up playing 11 total games. Like, that blows my mind. What is wrong with FIFA where they're not playing Messi? Honestly, it just does not make sense at all. I guess that is where we're going to end today's video off at. Maybe a shorter video today, but again, this was just, I don't know, a cool idea that I thought up of. We just take the best teams, or not necessarily the best, but all the teams that have won the Champions League, put them in a league, see how they perform. Bayern Munich ends up being the top team. And I'm looking at my computer over here. Bayern Munich have 5 total Champions League trophies, so that is good enough for tied for 3rd best in history. So it's a team that definitely deserves to be up there towards the best teams that have ever won a Champions League final. Yeah, that is gonna be the end of today's video. Let me know which experiment we should do next, boys. Do you want to see more of these experiments? Do you want to see more Ultimate Team? Should I branch out, do maybe more Fortnite, Call of Duty, Red Dead Redemption, GTA? What do you guys necessarily want to see from me? I want to do more stuff where I have face cam and I'm just, you know, playing the game. Not necessarily, we don't have to do experiments, but maybe doing walkthroughs, you know, gameplay of other games. What do you guys want to see from me? Put it down below in the comments. And with that, it's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you for another episode later on. Catch you boys then. Peace.